I'm Marilee Caruso. It's Monday, December 1st. Today, re-examining school security.
This incident has made us all, and school leaders certainly, pause and reevaluate their safety practices.
Taking a second look, how much money the province is spending to review safety school practices following an assault at a Winnipeg school. Also today,
bring her home soon.
Landfill search now underway, where the search for the remains of a murdered Indigenous woman is being conducted. Plus, time runs out for the Portage Place clock. What's happened to the mall's iconic landmark? Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. In the wake of a shocking assault at a Winnipeg elementary school, Manitoba's Premier says changes will be made to protect students and staff. Premier Wabkanu is encouraging schools to implement controlled access to their buildings if they haven't done so already. And he says the province will also work with communities and law enforcement to support the presence of resource officers in schools, as well as other security options. Joining me now live to break it all down for us is CTV's John Hendricks. John, this incident must have shaken some parents' confidence in the safety of schools.
Well, if so, the Premier wants to emphasize that kids are secure at school. He spoke directly to parents and kids and offered his reassurances.
Kids, you are safe at school. Parents, it is safe to send your kids to school. To school staff and teachers, we are going to protect you as well. And we do this because every child matters.
The Premier said changes will be made in the wake of an incident at Darwin School. Last week, a man allegedly snuck into the school, hid in a bathroom stall, and grabbed a child. Now, during a news conference on Monday morning, Premier Wabkanu said he's encouraging schools to implement controlled access to their buildings. Education and Early Childhood Learning Minister Tracy Schmidt also says that she has asked all school divisions in Manitoba to submit their emergency response plans for review, which will include how they control access to schools. Now, she said the province is giving over $500,000 to the Manitoba School Boards Association for the review.
This incident has made us all, and school leaders certainly, pause and reevaluate their safety practices and policies. So we will bring leaders together, spearheaded by the Manitoba School Boards Association, to share best practices on how we can make kids' safety the very first priority.
Mr. Schmidt says she's hoping for all emergency response plans to be submitted before Christmas.
John, just how many schools in the province already have a controlled access policy in place?
You know, Marilee, the education minister said many school divisions already have locked door policies. CTV's Harrison Shin will have more on the story coming up at 6, including reaction to the province's announcement.
All right, looking forward to that. Thanks, John. A search of Brady Road landfill for the remains of a murdered Indigenous woman got underway today.
I just told her parents, I hope you feel that this is the value and the respect and the dignity that we hold for your daughter. And I hope we're able to bring her home soon.
Ashley Shingoose was killed in March 2022 by convicted serial killer Jeremy Skibitsky. Police believe Skibitsky dumped her body in a garbage bin and the contents were taken to Brady Road landfill in the city's south end. The search for Shingoose comes months after the remains of 2 other Skibitsky victims, Morgan Harris and Mercedes Myron, were found at Prairie Green landfill.
Using the same search facility that we used at Prairie Green, which we've relocated to this site. And we have teams of searchers just methodically working through the landfill material. This is the same process that brought Morgan and Mercedes home. Now hopefully we'll bring Ashley home.
Premier Wabkanu says the search, which could take up to a year, will be funded through money earmarked prior to the excavation of Prairie Green. That search, according to the province, cost around $18 million, well below initial estimates. One person is facing charges after police say online threats were made towards a rural elementary school. The Manitoba First Nations Police Service was made aware of the threat Saturday, which it says was directed towards Langruth Elementary School. A youth was arrested the same day and was released with a future court date. The force did not elaborate on the nature of the threat and couldn't say whether or not the youth was a student at the school. It's believed to be an isolated incident. New details tonight in the federal government's plan to get ahead of the next wildfire season.
As the past few years have shown, natural disasters are becoming more and more frequent. And this is a reality that we all need to confront together, whatever our level of government.
Federal ministers were in Winnipeg today to announce more than $250 million is being earmarked to lease firefighting aircraft over the next 4 years. Officials say leasing aircraft will allow them to be put into service more quickly. It's still not clear how many or what type of aircraft the announcement entails or where they're going. The feds say those details will come out of conversations with provinces and territories to figure out what's most needed. A historic relic that stood inside Portage Place for decades has now been removed. The iconic 122-year-old clock has been crated up and placed in storage. According to True North, the company behind the multi-million-dollar redevelopment project of the old mall. It says the clock will remain in storage in case someone steps forward with a plan for the relic. The clock was originally installed at the top of Winnipeg's old City Hall building. All right, let's bring in Colleen Brady now and get a first look at your Skywatch evening forecast. Yeah, hopefully they find another spot for the clock.
I hope so.
Kind of a fixture, especially in this area downtown.
It's so strange to see it just gone.
Yeah, wide open if you've been downtown.
Yeah.
And if you have been downtown or really anywhere in Winnipeg, that is, temperatures much cooler than what we've become accustomed to as of late.
Buckle up, folks. Not only is it the first day of December, it's the first day of meteorological winter. That's the months of December, January, and February. And you're going to feel it. You think it's already cold now. Just wait until I show you some of the temperatures that await us this week. Also awaiting us is an Alberta Clipper. I'll show you when it gets to Manitoba and how long it's going to stick around and what it will leave behind, or how much. Let's take a look right now, though, first through the Bath Fitter Live Eye. Bath Fitter, your bath and shower experts for more than 40 years. In Winnipeg right now, it is minus 13 degrees. With the wind chill, it feels like minus 18. Light winds out of the south-southwest. The pressure is dropping and the humidity is 74%. Out in traffic, a live look out at Kenaston and Sterling Lyon Parkway. Busy, but moving well.
Our whole group just needs to build momentum off that last game.
Building on success, how the Jets plan to use lessons learned on the weekend for the game against the Sabres tonight.
Get Winnipeg's top stories, breaking news alerts, and watch live. Download the CTV News app.
Ontario-based steelmaker Algoma is laying off 1,000 people as it grapples with the effects of American tariffs. BNN Bloomberg's Marilla Fernandez has more.
The announcement affects about 40% of the company's staff. Steel sales to the U.S. have plummeted since Washington put a 50% markup on Canadian steel. Algoma reported an almost $90 million expense related to tariffs in its third quarter. The company has been given an emergency loan of $500 million from the Ottawa and Ontario governments as it tries to find new markets for its product. Here are the closing numbers for the day. The Canadian dollar is down to 71.44. West Texas Intermediate crude is up to 59.32. Western Canadian Select is down today to 45.81. And the TSX shed 281 points, ending the day at 31,101. Those are your business headlines. I'm Marilla Fernandez.
Market Watch is brought to you by Manitoba Blue Cross. Group health plans for any size business.
Let there be light this holiday season. We're at St. Mary's Nursery and Garden Center. Carla's joining us once again. And Carla, the amount of options that you have when it comes to brightening up this Christmas.
There are so many options, complete from unlit Christmas trees to lit Christmas trees, flashy blinking Christmas trees. But what we take a look at too is the lighting for indoors and outdoors, how you can accent your holiday displays to make it a little bit brighter. And the one thing I say is lighting, using lighting on outdoors. We are darker and it adds a little bit more security. It brightens things up too outside and you can have fun with it. Like you have your traditional warm LED lights, right down to, if you can get the look, these are called the cherry lights.
So pretty.
And a lot of them are programmable that you can either having flipping or phasing and doing different types of things. And even going, when you're looking at it, take a look at whether you're looking for warm lights. And a warm light will have sort of a yellowy glow to it, whereas a cool light will have a blue glow. But if you're looking up at top, this is where we come into a new category that we have. It's the orb section of lightings. So we love these, and right down to the butterfly. Like the butterfly itself, I would leave that up in the summertime in the evening when you're out in the dark. That would look beautiful on a wall.
So smart.
Yep. And when we get into the orbs, indoors or outdoors, you can hide the wiring. The wiring, it comes with long cords so that you can place them in different locations. This in the middle of a table centerpiece wreath would look, kind of give it a little bit of glow. But when you get into the category of the larger orbs, this is where I kind of go, ooh, this is so much fun.
Like more people need to do it.
You know what? We've put orbs like orbs and bands of balls in trees, but use it where it's already pre-lit, a different sizing. And this one actually accordions down so that if you want to store it, you can store it closed. Now, take a porch pot.
Okay.
Take this upside down. Put it so the cording is nestled in, and now you have this huge orb that's lit with birch poles and stuff into it so that you're able to do a great display. Now, one that is through here, they're smaller and larger. So if you do them in combinations of sizing in trees or in containers at your entrance. And the one that I really want to show you is, it's called the jellyfish light. It's in the box here now, but it gives you this capacity where if you have a three-season room or even a room in the house that you want to accentuate things, you can actually have the dome go over with the trailing jellyfish lights. It's so much fun.
Thank you so much, Carla. Anything else you want to show us?
Well, if you're looking at it, it's always better to come down, take a look at it. And in the back room, it's lit right now, but in the evening, our back room where the fresh cut trees and greens are, becomes a beautiful Arctic blue room so that you can enjoy the lights at night.
Thank you so much. This has been Get Growing.
Get Growing is brought to you by St. Mary's Nursery and Garden Center. Get a lush yard and garden thanks to expert advice from gardening professionals.
The Jets snapped a 4-game skid against the Nashville Predators Saturday, and the team is now looking to tack on another win tonight in Buffalo.
Let's just sort of build momentum off of that. Actually, our whole group just needs to build momentum off that last game. There's a lot of positives there, and, build on those, and need to take it in tonight as well.
The Jets found some much-needed secondary scoring against the Preds, with 4 players finding the back of the net in the 5-2 win. Coach Scott Arniel is sending the same lineup out against the Sabres, a team trying to climb out of the Eastern Conference basement.
There's no easy opponents. There's nobody's out of the race, and we've got a climb that we in front of us here, a climb that we got to get ourselves, working hard towards. And we're going to have to make sure that our competitive level was as good as it was the other night in Nashville. It has to be repeated tonight.
Eric Comrie is expected to get the start in net. Puck drop is slated for 6:30 Central.
The Hockey Report, brought to you by Santa Lucia Pizza. Check out the game day special.
Putting your cooking skills on high, how you could earn some serious cash. Spotlight is next.
Spotlight, sponsored by the Casinos of Winnipeg, presenting Took, All-Star Canadian Classic Rock.
Colleen Brady is back now for Spotlight, and an up-and-coming comedy star is coming to Winnipeg.
That's right. Her name is Atsuko Okatsuka, and she's had a couple of very rather successful stand-up comedy specials already on HBO and Disney+. Now she's going on a North American tour.
An intruder came to her house. An intruder to her house. Yeah. But technically we rent, yeah. So our landlord had an intruder.
Okatsuka has sold out over 200 shows just last year across 20 countries. Now, in addition to her comedy, she's also finding success as an actress, recently wrapping an Apple Plus movie called Outcome, featuring Jonah Hill and Keanu Reeves. You may have heard of them both. She will be performing at Club Regent Event Center on March 14th. Tickets go on sale this Friday through Ticketmaster.
Well, if you always thought you had exceptional culinary skills, now may be your time to prove it.
That's right, Marilee, and you might just walk away with some serious cash.
I am going with the chicken breast. Hopefully I can marinate it long enough so it doesn't dry by the time I cook it.
CTV is serving up another season of MasterChef Canada, and casting is now open. CTV is looking for ambitious home cooks who are at least 19 years of age as of today. You'll need to be available for filming in Toronto between March 20th and April 30th. The winner will be taking home $100,000 and the title of MasterChef Canada. You'll have until January 12th to head to masterchefcanadacasting.ca to apply. Season 8 continues Tuesdays with the winner set to be crowned December 16th.
Well, Thanksgiving weekend just wrapped up south of the border, and it seems like a lot of families went to the movies.
That's right. It seems that way, and it sent a new animated sequel to #1.
We took an oath to make the world a better place, and an innocent snake needs our help.
Hollywood analysts tend to look at the 5-day holiday weekend around American Thanksgiving, and during that time, Zootopia 2 debuted with an estimated $156 million U.S. across North America. Wicked for Good lost the top spot, but still added $93 million to its box office total. Now You See Me, Now You Don't conjured up another $10 million for third.
Kelly Clarkson may now be known as the host of a popular daytime talk show, but she got her start as a singer.
Of course, and people are still clearly enjoying her music. She has now joined Spotify's Billions Club. Kelly Clarkson's hit Since You've Been Gone has now topped 1 billion streams on Spotify. It's her first song to reach the milestone. The 2004 release reached #2 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart and earned a Grammy and 2 MTV Video Music Awards. Other artists in the club include The Weeknd, Drake, and Lady Gaga.
Some big names.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Gully.
You're welcome. Kick off the week with St. Dennis Medical at 7. At 8, it's The Voice. The Weakest Link is on at 9, and catch Tracker at 10. It's all right here tonight on CTV.
The CTV Primetime lineup is brought to you by Strictly Amish, exclusively in Arbor, Manitoba.
Live look at Confusion Corner. Not so confusing right now. Not a lot of traffic. But you can see it's still quite busy out there in the background along Pembina northbound. Partly cloudy in the city, -13 degrees. I will have more on when that Alberta Clipper is going to be moving through coming up.
Women's clothing provided by RW & Company. Salon services provided by S&T Spa Salon.
CTV Skywatch weather brought to you by South Beach Casino and Resort. Visit southbeachcasino.ca.
Colleen Brady back now with your official winter forecast.
Well, the meteorological winter forecast. Hard to believe it's still, in one sense, it's still autumn, it's still fall, but meteorological winter, as I mentioned earlier, the 3 months of December, January, and February, and it's feeling a lot more winter-like now. We had that very mild November. We didn't quite get right to the end of the month with mild weather, but we came pretty close. But now, oh boy, it's going to get a lot colder. You think it's been cold today? Just wait until I show you some temperatures coming up a little later on this week. But first, I want to show you out in northwestern Ontario. The snow is falling so lightly in Kenora and Sioux Lookout, you can't even see it on the satellite radar. Back on our side of the provincial border, it's clear through Winnipeg out to Brandon. So with the high pressure that's delivered that blast of Arctic air, it's helped to clear out the sky. But I want to head out to the west. We see this snow that's straddling the border over Alberta and Saskatchewan. This is the snow associated with the Alberta Clipper that's formed. It's going to race across Saskatchewan tonight and into Manitoba by early tomorrow morning. So Clippers by their nature do tend to move very quickly, and because of that, it's not going to leave an awful lot behind. But as we get into tomorrow morning, early first, it's going to move into the southwest and to areas north of Winnipeg, and then mid-morning, it looks like it moves into areas further to the southeast, including the city. It might get to us by the tail end of the commute tomorrow in Winnipeg and the Red River Valley. Watch for that. It should leave in the general vicinity of 2 to 4 centimeters behind over a few hours, but as we get into Tuesday evening, strong winds in behind the Clipper are going to blow the snow around a bit, but you can see no snow on tap for the central and northern parts of the province for the most part tomorrow. Then we clear right out and the temperatures are going to drop right off. But not a lot picking up, not a lot of data by the looks of it picking up on the future cast for Wednesday, but I will show you that forecast in just a moment. But tonight, I got to show you this first. -17, our forecast overnight low. Yep, just like that, things change. Increasing clouds, winds light out of the southwest at 10 kilometers an hour. The wind strengthened for few hours tomorrow morning out of the south. Likely to see snow, and we could see anywhere from 2 to 4 centimeters up to a high of -9 degrees. So after talking for weeks about unseasonably mild weather, we're now below normal and increasingly so as we go throughout the next few days. Wednesday, we do clear out. That's why there's not a lot of data, because it will be sunny too. But -16 degrees on that day is what I'm delaying trying to tell you about Wednesday. Up to -8 on Thursday. Snow is likely to return. A low chance of flurries into Friday. Otherwise, it will be cloudy. And then the weekend. Get ready, folks. A mix of sun and cloud both days. Saturday, a high of -18. -19 is our high on Sunday. And you might want to take a look at those overnight lows. Down into the -20s we go for much of the long range period. Yeah, it's December, folks. Let's take a look at our first weather photo. We're actually going to look at both sides of Lake Winnipeg. We'll start off on the east side of Lake Winnipeg. That photo is from Liz. That's what it looks like right now out at Balsam Bay. Over to the west we go. This next photo is from Brian. He took that photo up at Valhalla Beach when he was out for his morning walk. Send us your photos to Winnipeg Weather at ctv.ca.
The CTV Skywatch Pick of the Day is brought to you by the Manitoba Chiropractors Association. We've got your back.
Well, if you're hungry, brace yourself, because London has never looked more delicious. Check this out. Architects all across the city have been busy at work baking. They've teamed up to create a gingerbread version of London. It's actually an annual tradition organized by the city's Museum of Architecture. And this year's highlight is this gingerbread Big Ben. And guess what? It was actually baked by the firm in charge of the actual Big Ben restoration. So I guess they know all the ins and outs. They're not going to miss any parts of it.
What a diverse company. Wow.
That's pretty impressive that
really
they're not bakers to do this. Because have you ever tried to do a gingerbread house?
I have not recently.
It can be very frustrating.
I'm sure. I would just
break and crumble. Yeah. So I'm very impressed.
Yes, indeed.
All right, that does it for us this hour. Don't go far, though. We're back at 6 with much more local news. Hope to see you then.